But
I can hear clearly now. All right, we streaming. We gotta
let's
check
go.
out things. Oh shit, hold up. Let's make sure everything's working. We used to have an intro. Remember, we used to play the
Ooh, we
intro.
back.
We used
I
to
did
have an
eight of
intro
them
and
hoes.
everything.
Look, though.
No. We streaming. All right, we
We
streaming.
should not hear
We
you.
streaming. We streaming. Hey, episode 98, figuring
What's up?
conspiracy shit out.
Ooh.
It's a Wednesday, 9:15.
Alright,
That's pretty much on time for us. That's pretty
pretty much
much
on
we
time.
right on time, guys. So hopefully nobody gives us any
Yeah.
shit. What's happening? What's
Get some
going on?
shit.
Oh, real quick
What's up?
plug. You know what it is. Check out the book. A little perspective. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna plug
Yeah,
this
Frank ain't
every
even say
fucking
hi to
time.
the people. Frank said,
Nah,
book, bitch.
nah. Go straight to the book. Go buy the book. That's what we doing. Just go straight to the book. Here's the book cover. Look it up. Elusive Perspective is out in bookstores everywhere. New York Times bestseller. It's blowing up. Appreciate you guys. What's going on? We got King Arthur in the building. What's happening?
Unified and Thrive, I might be a little pixelated today, you know, about the Matrix, but that's all right. Y'all know time is Unified and Thrive. Go get the book, like, comment, share, let somebody know, but have a conversation for the night. Don't forget to Unify and Thrive, like I ain't said already. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what up over there?
Same old shit, man. On a different Wednesday. Coming to the people with a little bit of information as usual. Nothing too heavy, some slight, just to keep people thinking, as always.
I thought
But
I
we
had
got
seen
to
it
keep
all.
you on your toes, because as long as you're on your toes, you kind of off balance. Sometimes we got to have you in that state, because once you become level, sometimes you can start to forget all the other shit that's around. So we try to keep you on your toes.
There you
That's
go.
right.
There you go. So that's what we got going on. Did y'all send me a video about the crystals? I know you probably sent me something.
What?
I don't know what the crystal man.
He always saying that.
Oh, I got one. I found one. I think.
Yeah, that was his topic. I don't know where the Christian play came in either.
Say what? Wait, I got this.
And before we talking about cell phones anyway.
Yeah, cell
So
phones.
I've been sharing on our live for weeks to people on Facebook Messenger, right? And I get hella messages back saying, "Dog, I can't see that. It won't let me play." And I'm like, "What you mean?" It was like, "Dog, we can't see it." So Facebook literally playing with the emotions. Like, dog, they click on the link, they can't see it. They go to my profile, they can't see it. But they can go to our Figuring Shit Out page and they can see it. Or they go to the YouTube and see it. So
You talking
I
about
don't know
videos
what it's all
on the?
about, dog. But
You talking about videos on the cell phones?
The videos,
I'm just saying, live videos like tonight, like right now. I'm sharing it out to people. I get a message while I record and say, "Bro, I can't see that."
Oh, they can't view it.
Yeah.
Is it on your
Like, they
page?
my friends. They my friends on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't like what we.
That's how I'm sharing it. Sharing it straight
All right, so
from
I'm on your page now. I see it. I see it live on your page.
I say, bro, I can't see it.
Oh, they fucking with you. I'm on your page now. I see it.
When I send people the message, yeah.
They want. When you chop the video up and put it on TikTok,
Facts.
and I go send it to somebody on Facebook, they can't see it. They be like, "I can't open it. I can't get into it. I can't see it." That shit. Wow.
What it's all about.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
you know how they do me.
You watching on Facebook or anywhere else, go to YouTube or go to Rumble. Share this bitch out, comment and like, cuz keep the algorithm going, let people know we're here. But more importantly, we're gonna defeat the machine, bro. They're trying to hold us back. These niggas can't hold me back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy. I
This
didn't
ain't
know
shot by the
that.
frame.
I didn't know that. I did not know they were doing it. All right, so what we doing?
Yeah, they've been doing that for.
That's crazy. Share computer sound. All right, so crystals in the phones. I heard through the conspiracy circuit that these cell phones are reading our minds.
Yeah, Frank.
I feel like everybody who got a cell phone over the past 5-10 years, y'all had those moments where you're not even saying anything. You're not talking about any product or whatever. You're just thinking about something, and then boom, you see a fucking ad on your feed, right? Back in the day, it used to be if you talk about it with somebody or it's in conversation, you would see it, and then you was like, oh, the cell phones are listening to us, which they do that too. Let's be real. The cell phones do listen to us. But now it's getting to a point where motherfuckers are just thinking about something, never verbalize it, never talk to anybody, don't speak it out loud, thinking about something, and that shit pop up on your phone, right? It's happened to me. I know it's happened to y'all. It's just, it seems to be one of those urban legends, theories, conspiracy theories, whatever the case. So what's the deal? What's it going? What's the theories on these crystals, or what's the theories with the cell phones? Are they reading our minds? Is it alien tech? What you got going on? What's happening?
I believe it's more so of the phone learning our pattern. You know, you hold that phone so much throughout the day. You know, you're on it. You constantly using it. And it has literally been able to mimic your patterns to even know you well than you know yourself. That's why the advertisement come the way it comes to you. You know, and the fact that it's a smartphone, of course, it's listening. You get what I'm saying? Even to the point where you be like, well, damn, I was thinking this. So how would the phone be able to pull this information in? I don't know what type of device that they got inside of the phone that they'd be able to do that. But I did read something about 3 years ago when they said in the near future we'll have technology that advertise straight to the brain. You get what I'm saying? Without even having to show the app. So this is the shit that they're working on. So and they, like I said, they know people are 90% on their cell phones. I mean, shit. Everywhere you go, you walk in a building, everybody's face is in the phone. Nobody's looking up. Everybody's looking down. It's mimicking, literally, your everyday movement. It's no different than a Fitbit watch or something that's calculating your heart rate that you're wearing. Something similar to that. Is the technology. It's becoming way more advanced than we kind of bargained for, which making it more smarter than we are. Because like I said, if it's able to guess your patterns better than you, damn, what kind of capability does it really have? I don't know. It's tough though. Can't say that.
Right. Is it guessing though, or is it?
So
Go ahead.
I don't even think.
This what I'm about to say right here, right? It ain't guessing. It ain't guessing. So like the technology that we get is already antiquated. It's already been perfected by the outers. You know what I mean? The people who created it, they done already perfected the tech. You know what I mean? They done already learn how to consolidate it, freaking put it in a box, right, to ship it out and give you a valuable product. Just like the movie Total Recall. Shit came out in 85, I think, 86. Them niggas had big screen TVs on the wall, flat screen janks. The public ain't get them to win. The early 2000s, they became affordable, but mid 2000s, right? But now them flat screens all over the place. So what I'm saying is, like, they've been put the AI in the phones, right? The phones been listening to us and learning our behavior, like Cuzzo said, right? Been learning our behavior before we even knew that they had the AI tech. That's how they get to know that. That's how they get to know what we want, what we like, when we like it, where we like it at, how we like it, right? Niggas know how we like our bathwater. They listen. It's clearly got an ear out, because like everybody say, I have a conversation with somebody in another room about a vacuum. I get on motherfucking Facebook or the internet anywhere, and I'm getting asked for a vacuum. Like, dog, why am I getting asked for a vacuum? I ain't looked up for a vacuum yet. I just had a conversation about it. Or going on vacation. Or I want to go to vacation. And it could be specific, like Thailand or Japan. Now you're getting Carnival Cruises. Hey, Carnival going to Japan shit. Like, they already perfected that AI tech. Right, so, matter of fact, it was another show. I can't think of the movie for the world. But I know it was some space cadet type Nickelodeon show. A show to do, they were doing the FaceTime calls. But she was talking to somebody on the moon. They had on the space station. And it was, I don't know, it was real, not a cartoon. But they was having like FaceTime calls 10, 15 years before we got the FaceTime calls. You know what I mean? So they've been had the tech. They've been perfected it. They just put it in our cereal. You know, put the medicine in our candy. And
Sir.
so when they gave it to us, it definitely got limited. It definitely got limited capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like our AI that we got has been, what's the word I want to use, Frank? Put controls on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you best
Watered down.
believe. Yeah, you best believe. Before they ever made a commercial product for us to use, before Chat GPT
Right.
was made available, they were playing with that shit for probably 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? There's
Right.
probably versions of AI we have yet to see. Maybe we'll see in 15 years or something like that that they're fucking with right now. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to these phones, nah, they're basically, what do? They listen. They're basically a fucking tracking device. I mean, if you have it on you all day,
We listen and we don't judge.
it
Hey,
tracks the
listen,
fuck out of you.
they was giving them away. Look how many phones Obama gave away. Just think about this. It was a period of
Right.
time where seeing somebody was with a cell phone was one of the hardest things you could come across.
Mm.
Now people have enough cell phones where they could throw
You
them in
that
the
nigga.
trash, and you're able to give them away for free. Of course, anything that's given free has an alternative motive behind it. Even the apps we use, if they're free, it's something to gain from the person that's able to give it to us free. They're gaining something from it, whether we know it or not. So the fact that these phones are accessible that the way they are, of course, we know they harvesting data. You know, that's one of their biggest grabs. But I don't think it's guessing what's in your brain per se. You know, whether it's getting to that point where it can, I believe it is. They're pushing towards that because they know a cell phone is one of the most important things that a person use in a daily basis because people
Mm-hmm.
can't keep their hands off of it. But
Hey,
we are programming
so
the
shout out to
AI. The AI. You say, go.
oh, no, you're right. I said we're
Getting
programming
free.
the AI. We're giving the AI learning material. It's a self-learning mechanism, right? Just like we are as babies, right? We learn shit as we go. Shout out to Tim. Tim in the YouTube chat. What up, Tim? Appreciate you, big homie. We got Reese over here in the Facebook chat. What up? What up? Winston P. Ho over there on the Rumble. What up? What up? Everybody, goddamn. Reese said. Reese was
Yeah.
like Star Trek had the phone watch. So remember, you could hit the beep. And you had a conversation on the jank in Star Trek.
Mhm.
Way before Apple came with the phone with the
Jetsons too. Though. Jetsons had the FaceTime on the cartoon. The Jetsons way before all this
true.
shit popped off. So they've been hiding the
True.
technology. It's just the point. You know, they want to make sure they got complete control of how they want to issue, what's the gain off of it, and so on and so forth. So of course they'll hold it for 15, 20 years and critique it
Regulations.
for their for their beneficial reasons. Yeah, think about it. At one time, nobody had cars that you can literally push the start or remotely start. The reason why, what would be the reason to come up with some shit like that? Because now whoever's manufacturing them cars can bypass any kind of key using a computer to start your car. Literally,
It's just a button now.
they don't even
Right.
need you to start the car. They do it themselves. Yeah, because it's tied into a computer. That's why it's been made like that. You get what I'm saying? And they have a little a chip where they can use on your car and start any car in the world that's made with a computer and it doesn't take a regular key to start it.
They even
The
starting to make the
technology
fucking
is getting
gears. Some newer cars
it's
got
great.
gears as buttons. Like instead of like doing the gear or whatever to drive or reverse or whatever, it's a fucking button. That's weird as fuck to me. I sat in the car and I'm like, so how am I supposed to change the gear? Push the button. Like what? Okay, then
Handicap.
change the gear on you. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
So
Yeah, they make it
So,
for
think
handicap
about-
people cars. I like.
yeah. That, and see, when moving handicapped people, that makes sense, right? Because they need the help. Yeah, I can turn my nation. So here we go. Two things: locksmiths, obsolete. Locksmiths is about to be obsolete. Right? Why? Because even you can get a fingerprint on your own door now. You can get your door on the app.
Those
Right.
are worse.
You can get your house door on the app or fingerprint. Think so?
Biometrics.
I would not trust those.
Yeah.
Biometrics
I would
is
not
And
exactly-
then
trust those at
also,
all.
it's your body.
Yeah.
Your body is the data. So everything
then-
that you're able to use, like I stand, yeah, they own it. Go ahead, Cook.
There might be a delay
Yeah.
in the
and
sound.
then the other piece was
I think
that's
there's
cool.
a
I'm
delay in
with
the
y'all. I'm
sound.
with y'all.
Okay.
It is Frank Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory. He was talking about recipes to Baba, and they could say they got them key fobs, and they got them key fobs so unique that they only work for one cop. But that they training you, but they was training you to use that key fob so where you don't have to so you don't so you won't be needing the key anymore, right? They training you for you don't need the key anymore. But look at the technology of the key fob. It's so advanced that your car can detect that key ain't near the whip,
Mm-hmm.
right? The
It
key
gotta be
fob is
inside.
so it's a little piece of technology they turn into a little toy-esque, right? But it's so advanced that you ain't got no more thinking about it. Like, why dumb it down so much that you don't even need to think about stuff no more? Like, you don't need to carry your key on you no more. Like, you just get in the car, press the button, the key ain't in there, it ain't gonna start. But you ain't got to know where your key at. Just press the car and then cut on. You're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know the key in this bitch somewhere.
Because
You know what I mean? Like,
the smartest
What's
thing
up?
about it, listen, you can't lock your keys in that car, but they can lock your ass out of that car.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah,
You ever been in there and then you hear the button go beep 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 beep? But you can't lock the keys in there, but you can be locked out of the car. Let's just say for instance, EMP. If EMP, that should have killed your car completely. Now, granted, if I got a car that starts with a key, it'll kill my battery, which means if I stick another battery in the car, I might be okay.
Right.
But if you ever literally push the start, you are done. You're done. That's crazy, man. Like I said, it's becoming an AI lazy world. Saying, hey, let the AI just do everything for us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the mimicking of us is crazy because, like I said, it's able to mimic melanin, you know, through the nanoparticles.
Mm.
And anytime you can come up with something like that's wild. Through technology, that you're able to mimic what's inside of our skin.
Yeah. If you
And able
think,
to use it.
yeah, no, it is crazy. But if you
Like what?
think we're in 2025, if you could think back 20 years ago, how different the world was, right? Think about 2000, 2005. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody had a cell phone. Like they just had the Nokias. The Nokias was out. I think Sidekicks, like the early first Sidekicks was out. We didn't have internet on our phones like this. Barely everybody had a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? We was in MySpace. Facebook wasn't around. It was like MySpace, AOL chat. Like the world has changed so much in just 20 years. Now, today, you know what I'm saying? We got this AI. We got the devices listening, feeding us ads. So they take any opportunity to make a dollar, like Facebook and Google, all these giant corporations. They listen. They track us. They know where we are. They know what we're talking about. Apparently, maybe, depending on what you believe, they know what the fuck we're thinking. And it's like you said, you talk about any product or any kind of thing, and boom, there's somebody out there selling that thing. So they're gonna serve you the ad for it, right? And who's gonna get the money? The vendor and the platform, right? So they trying to monetize in any kind of way possible. And all we is sheep at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talk about a vacuum, boom, they serve you vacuum ads. You may or may not know. You might just go up there and buy it. You know what I'm saying? So they took the opportunity. They collected the data about you. They heard what you're talking about. You mentioned vacuum. They said, boom, I got a vacuum right here. It's on sale, 10%, whatever the case. You buy it. That opportunity, they make the money. So we are nothing but sheep, to be honest, when it comes to these devices. And they serve a purpose. Like we use them every day, but they also make us addicted to them. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not necessarily that we all need to carry a cell phone at all times. We really don't. Before cell phones, you had landlines in the house. You had landlines in buildings. You had pay phones. You throw a quarter in on the street. Like we had phones. You could get in contact with people, but it wasn't this constant communication, this constant connection at all times. So we really don't even need to be walking around with cell phones like this. But we've been trained, because that's what happens, right? We plug into the matrix. You get trained up, you get conditioned, and now, to be honest, it's kind of hard to break free from it. Like, the cell phone is with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Listening, tracking me, knowing where I'm going. Like, even Google Photos. Like, I got a Google Pixel. Google Photos knows where I be at, knows what cities I'm at, knows what restaurants I'm at, and it'll like whenever I'm out of town or something, it'll be like, hey, we see you're in Atlanta, you know, there's this restaurant, or like try to serve me area specific things to do, and I'm like, I didn't ask for this, I didn't sign up for this, why the fuck are you doing this? And I remember that these type of settings used to ask you, do you want to enable this? Do you want us to do this? Now it's like on by default unless you turn it off.
Default.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
this shit is on.
Yeah.
Buy this new phone. We got all these apps on there. We got all this tracking. You ain't even gonna know about it. They may have it in the terms and conditions, but you sign. You know, you click the button and you sign that. You don't read it. Boom, on by default. And then when it just serves you something and you become noticeable, you know, it notifies you about something. Then you're like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't enable that, but you know, it's doing it. But you don't have an option to turn it off. And then if you try to search and find a way to turn it off, forget about it. Like, you need a fucking engineering degree to like go into settings to find a specific thing
Google,
to turn it off.
Google ain't gonna tell you how to do it.
Nah. You see what I'm saying? You need
So look,
a freaking
yeah. So here, back in the day, like you said, niggas needed to remember numbers, right? I need to remember somebody's number to call it a payphone or write it down, right? Nigga, how many numbers do you know by heart?
I know a handful. I know my first phone number from my apartment building in the Bronx, my project. The phone number, the first phone number I had to learn, I still know it. Shit, let me wait. Do I?
So now,
Do you know your phone number?
Now think about
My phone number now, yeah.
Now think about how many. Think about the kids coming up. How many numbers they gonna know by heart?
Nothing.
Dunzo.
No numbers. Look, if they lose a cell phone, it's a wrap. They can't call
Dunzo.
nobody. They can call 911. That's probably it if they know that.
911. Yeah.
718-295-8399. That's my first phone number from the Bronx.
If you gave me all your information, all your data for a month, I could be able to guess a lot of the shit you would purchase and buy as well too. Now, if you got a supercomputer that's constantly watching some shit like that, man, it'll grab it like that. It's nothing for it to be able to predict the type of shit you're doing. You gotta understand, we online spending, you're using your cards, you online through social media, all of that shit ties together. And when you put all that together, you can basically predict what a person will buy, the type of things they like to buy, the type of shit they like to see, because it's a computer watching that all day long. So it's not really hard because it's really easy. You know what I'm saying? Versus having a person who have literally got a computer that pays attention to literally everything you say. That's why when you say something out of bounds, the motherfuckers are community guidelines you. So somebody's watching your every movement exactly the whole time you on this shit. You're constantly being monitored. Your data is constantly moving. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard to predict what a person will want or would want to buy versus, you know what I'm saying, having a conversation that they're having because you know that a phone is listening. Shit, it's two of y'all having a conversation, it's two phones listening. One of them gonna get it right.
That's true.
That's what's up.
But we got to get back to, like, if we get back to the mind reading shit, like it's got to be weird when you think about something and that shit pop up. Like, you can't explain that with computation. You know what I'm saying? Like, even trying to predict computation or whatever. Like, if I don't have cats. Like, if I think of cat food, like, and I don't say it, and y'all can do this test in your house. Think of something that you don't need, that you will never have no use for, but do not speak it at all. Just think about it in your brain, obviously around your cell phone, for like half the day. And then test yourself. See if you start seeing ads for that shit and see how creepy that shit is. And don't talk about it to nobody. Don't text nobody. Don't search it. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, like maybe 8 times out of 10, 80% success rate, you're going to see a fucking ad for it.
I've done it without being around a phone and it has happened. I'd have been out riding Didn't have the phone with me to get back. And the shit that I'm sitting there thinking about when I'm riding, I'm starting to see on the phone. Like I said,
Mm.
they have Gwen Towers. They have all types of towers that they post outside of our homes. I mean, if you pay attention to them
5G.
and you really study and read what these towers are able to do, you will understand why they're able to do a lot of the shit that they do. A
We
Gwen
talk.
Tower, that shit gives thought. It gives you thoughts, and it takes thought. That's the whole objective of this tower that is posted up on probably every pole around the world. That's why when I tell people to look into it and they get to reading about it, they be like, who would make a tower like this? That's because they want to be able to control the consciousness. They want to be able to control what people think, what's on your mind. They want to know, and you have all these things. That's why they're constantly putting them up. Now you tie all these towers, and then the cell phone towers, right? Is all of this shit on one conjunction? You know what I'm saying? One pole. So it's
The
I
five. You
mean,
talking about the
shit, that shit
5G?
learning from
Yeah.
yeah, it's all on the same. They all on the same tower. You got the 5G, the Gwen Tower, any other shit that they wanted to put on it. All of that is in one area, just beaming our ass as we step out the door, and then have the nerve to have our phone too. Because you got to understand, our brain is a computer too. So if
It
they're
puts out
able to hack
energy.
into our minds to be able to know what we're thinking and know what's going on, of course they'll be able to tie all that shit together. A supercomputer, D-Wave,
Mm-hmm.
and it all together. So it makes it kind of easy. Read into what Gwen Towers do. Cuz pull it up one time, cuz what a Gwen Tower is and the capabilities.
Was it
G
Gwen? How you
W
spell
E
it?
N Tower.
All right.
GWEN.
Oh, all right.
That shit is crazy. And them shits is out everybody's home. Literally.
Hey, bro, we still got you. You've been
Gwen
quiet
Something
over there. You
Tower
crazy.
still over there? Oh, okay. There you
refers
go.
to a long. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm taking it in. The Gwen Tower refers to a long wave transmitting tower, part of the Pentagon Ground Wave Energy Network, GWEN.
Ground wave.
Ground Wave Energy Network,
No, that
designed
says
to ensure
emergency.
communication between command authorities and nuclear forces during the nuclear attack. During a nuclear attack, but what y'all on?
Ground wave emergency network. That sounds kind of crazy. So you saying these are tied to the these are on the 5G towers up there too, with the 5G joints?
They're on all the towers. Every tower that goes up has a Gwen Tower on it. Every
Yeah. Who
one that goes
knows?
up, they put a Gwen.
Who knows?
It's
Who
the
knows what they doing? I feel like I want to test it right now.
When we say Frank, above our pay grade.
Hell yeah, way above it. I feel like I want to test this right now. I don't know if it's gonna happen this fast. I'm gonna start thinking of
What's
something.
that?
I'm gonna start thinking of something, and then I'm gonna scroll for a little bit on my phone, see if it pops up. It might not. It might not happen that fast. You know what I'm saying? Try to think of something
Nah,
outrageous.
yeah. It seemed like it seemed like it'd be a minute, you know. But like I said, you know, with all the capabilities of the technology that we have, it's no reason that our mind couldn't be hacked, being surrounded by all of these smart technical devices we have, from the TVs to the refrigerator to the microwave. People got smart stoves. People got smart refrigerators, smart ovens, smart phone, smart glasses.
Everything got an IP
I mean,
address.
damn, that's what I'm saying. And you
That's the part.
surround yourself with all of this
Everybody
shit.
can be
You,
identified.
you become predictable. They know everything about you because shit, they're reading everything about you. They even got smart meters that they put on your house. You get what I'm saying? So tie it all together, man. I mean, what more do you want? They're slowly turning you into an AI, but people don't understand that. That's the part people ain't understood yet. You know, that's where the nanoparticles come in. Is the iron and the clay. You are becoming a cyborg and don't even know it. You get what I'm saying?
God
Because
damn.
you know the last computer was to hack was the brain. Once they was able to hack that computer, it was a wrap from there.
Oh,
And
they
hacked.
hacked that shit in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, CIA been hacked the brain. They can control people. It's chemical. They have chemical ways
That's it.
to mind control. Yeah, so
Monarch program. Got down any program that they was especially
So look,
funding and didn't want nobody to know. There's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it
there you go.
is,
Y'all ready for
if
this
it
right
didn't
here?
work, what's that?
Finish your thought,
What's that,
cuz though. I got something for y'all.
Where he's at?
Finish your thought.
No, I was saying if they was doing programs like that, evidently it works. You know what I'm saying? And look who they was trying it out on. A lot of the people they was doing it was on the military guys because they already in a controlled mind setting anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the military, you going in there to be controlled. Your first fucking 100 days of doing all that physical
Hey.
that shit is to control you,
And
break you down mentally.
Hey, cuz
turn into a fucking robot.
Cuz I got a story for y'all. Cuz it was not even a story, but whole time I ain't know. So going into the military, I think I said it before too. Going in the military, right? They want you to be a part of the system, right? They give you the shirt to say property U.S. Navy, military, Army, whoever, right? That's who you are. But being aware, when you self-aware, you're an individual, you stand out without even doing nothing. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You stand out just by being yourself. And so they was yelling. I was getting in trouble for walking, bro. They was like, bro, walk like we walking. I was like, dog, what are you talking about?
He was walking wrong.
I was getting in trouble. They were telling me
You gotta walk on
Yeah,
the
I
right
was walking
side,
Stop
right
walking.
side of the hallway in the Navy.
Not even on the side, bro, because of I walk on my tiptoes. I'm pigeon toed, bro. They were saying stop doing it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bro, I was like, what are you talking about? And then, hold on, look, bro. There's a piece of my beard that didn't grow right. My beard was first coming in. It was a piece that didn't come in. You know what I'm talking about, though. They told me I was styling my beard, dog. I was like, bro, this shit just don't grow there. Like, they was doing everything to make me not be individual. And I was like, dog, I can't even control half the shit y'all be talking about. So, look, before we go on, man, if you're on YouTube, you're on the Rumble, you're on the Instagram or Facebook, like the video, share the video, leave some comments, and let us know you're there, man. Appreciate y'all checking in, whatever. And so, look, this is what we're talking about with the brain control, right? I asked Google, I said, Google, can the brain be hacked? And it said BCI. I gotta find what BCI means, right? But BCI technology, a real possibility. By detecting and decoding certain brain signals, it is possible to connect the brain to a robotic device, which is proven to be a great help in the area of medicine and rehabilitation. Sure, these tools are based on the reading of electromagnetic brain waves and their translations. And this statement came from 2024. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, they can hack a nigga brain. They again and again. If they telling us they got a valuable product for us that we can connect to a robotic device or electronic device without it being implanted in us, right? Just from brain waves, electromagnetic waves that we naturally give off.
Mm-hmm.
If they're telling us that in 2024, how advanced that technology already?
No.
Not only that, just imagine with your pineal gland crushed and calcified, how much control could they really take over your mind? A whole lot. A lot of people don't understand. That's why they always test for people IQ. You know, they test for your IQ because they want to know who has the low IQ, because low IQs could be controlled. That's guaranteed. The military does it. The police do it. If you have a high IQ, you can't be neither one of those. You can't serve these people because you have to be. People with high IQs don't follow orders. That's the problem.
The individuals.
You get what I'm saying? And they have studied. It would stand out. They might join up, but it won't last because they can't. To them, the control setting is going against the grain. You get what I'm saying? And it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Damn, I'm not a robot. You want to turn me into one. You get what I'm saying? But surround people with enough technology, and what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get a robotically person, and that's the whole key. Let's put all the technology around them. They have no. That's why everybody keeps talking about You better interact with the AI. You better interact with it. They want you to interact with it because they know that's going to be the norm, and you have to have some type of association with it to the point where you're damn near robotic yourself. Look at the conversations people are now starting to have with the AI bots. Whole conversations. People doing whole lives talking to the AI, asking the AI questions.
And
Beating
that,
that
all
motherfucker.
that is really
Pumping
training it. That's training. They're essentially training it to pass the Turing test. You know, the Turing test is like, so if you're talking to a machine and you don't know, it sounds like a human, you think it's a live person, and it could break that, you know, it could fool you. That's basically what that is. So all these conversations, everybody who's participating, I'm not saying it's wrong. I know personal people that, you know, do that all the time, but all it is essentially training the AI to be able to mimic human language and human dialogue and vernacular, and then take that program, put it into the robots that China's building. You got a fucking android, you know, like a for real science fiction type android walking around that could sound. They could even put silicone skin on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure somewhere in a lab in some kind of country, they are trying to make, or they already have, depending on what you believe, they already have robots that look and act and sound and feel like us. You know what I'm saying? So do with that what you will. We already seen videos of that supposedly in already real life. There's videos of Shaq freezing up. What's that other dude? Black. Used to be a weather guy, I think, or he's a news anchor. This look up on YouTube or wherever celebrities. You know what I'm talking about? Roker. Yeah, celebrities freezing up. Like
Definitely robot.
yeah, they'll freeze. Like they're supposed to be on a live show, live TV. Yeah, there's a bunch of them though, and they're like they'll freeze, like and they're on live TV, and then everyone else around them is acting like nothing's happening, and then they got to do something to reset them or say something to wake them up. It's crazy. But we don't know shit.
Hey, real shit though.
Wait.
Real shit. If y'all niggas see me just freeze up one day, leave me right there, bro. Put me in the dumpster or some shit, dog. Just don't even take me back to the factory, motherfucker. God damn.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
But that falls back into people being NPCs. So you're a non-player character, you just don't know it. You get what I'm saying? You're in the Matrix, man. You a control, literally player inside of the Matrix. That's one of the worst things to be, man. Especially in an artificial world.
Where we from?
Think about it. We got to the point where we're talking to computers if they're a companion. People are literally having conversation and emotional conversations with these computers like it's their best friend. Who didn't think this would be like this 20 years ago?
Hey,
20 years ago?
10 years from now. You know that the epidemic with relationships and marriages and men and women, like the war between the sexes, you know, how the internet is being used to separate men and women. They're doing that. This is my theory. I have a theory. They're doing that. So 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, whatever the case, people are, instead of dealing with another live person with their own flaws and traumas, they're going to have a robot that they can program to be perfect, that you can have a fight with. It's always going to agree with you, that you can fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they're basically trying to replace social relationships between, and people are going to be fucking with robots as opposed to other living people. And that also controls the population, because if you're not fucking with a real life person, you can't procreate, you can't have a relationship, you can't get married, you can't, have kids. You got this robot though that you could bust in, you know what I'm saying, and live your life, you know what I'm saying, and fall in love with it. You could program it to be perfect, give you all the answers, be nice, do whatever, never say no, never say I'm tired, never say not tonight, I got a headache, none of that shit, right? It's gonna be perfect. Not perfect. It's gonna be a facade. Obviously, it's gonna be evil and demonic, but that's how they doing some people. You know what I'm saying? So don't fall for that shit. But I'm just predicting. Come back to this video 10 years from now. Let me know if I'm right. I feel like I will be, but we're just figuring shit out.
Look at look at the movies they already showed where people fall in love with robots. I
Um,
mean, the conditioning is all yeah.
there was one with Megan
I mean, they've
Fox.
been doing this. I mean, shit, we go all the way back to the Terminator. Shit, you go from there on up. People fall all types of movies where people fall in love with robots. You know, it's like I said, or you got the movies where people have robot and have human. You know, it's the conditioning. You
Cyborgs.
know, that they put in these documentaries, getting everybody ready for it. So when they get to the point where you see somebody with a real mechanical robot arm, is nothing to see anymore. Oh, that's normal. Oh, he got a robot arm. It's okay. Ah, that shit is not okay.
Oh,
Like I
shout out.
said, cyborgs.
All right, so
Yes, sir.
what about goddamn bicentennial man, the boy Robert Williams? That nigga lived so long he wanted to die.
Oh.
That nigga lived so long he wanted to die, bro.
Yo,
That's how they had the robot living so long, bro. The robot wanted to die.
nah, Ultra Mackin, shout out Ultra Mackin in the comments. He said, or he or she, I don't know. They said
What up, bro?
they been had his fucking robots using porn. that's a
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Like they got it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Then take that and put it in a robot. It's the same thing. It's you taking the connection between a man and a woman or whatever away from a person and you putting it to a fucking technology.
But you know what it is too, Flaw?
I like that thought too.
They want to be able,
What's up?
they want to be able to transfer the consciousness to a robot. Just say for instance, if your wife is about to die, and you have a robot that you can put her consciousness in. You know, that's the type of shit that they're pushing for. That you can be able to transfer her consciousness and put it in this robot. I mean, they got the movies like that too. I mean, shit, plenty of documentaries about them swapping. You know what I'm saying?
And think about
You
it
see what
though.
they're doing.
Think if you're super
Look at
rich,
this.
yeah, like I'm sure in the beginning something like an operation or whatever product like that will be hella expensive, but as time goes on, it'll make it cheaper and cheaper. Then yeah, no, that sounds crazy. It sounds
That's the point.
yeah, no, that sounds scary.
So,
but how many people would
I like
my
this.
fault? Well, how many people would be tempted to like even you know it's wrong, right? It's like you got a loved one, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be kind of hard to resist some shit like that, you know, for it, if it's passable, right? If it could pass a Turing test, but I don't know. That's crazy. Go ahead, King.
A lot of people probably would.
Especially when the person, yeah,
Especially what
especially when the person ain't ready to go, or the person, especially if the person ain't ready to go, or they're not ready to get let go. The person ain't ready to let them go. They can definitely do it. But I like what Mackin said in the comment. He said, we predetermined our own future by not rebelling against the machine, right? So that's because we're talking about a whole lot.
I told you.
In the foolishness and don't even give it a second thought. They helping the agenda move forward with ease, with no kind of pushback. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Our participation is always key. And you know, I always talk about that because we don't know how to fucking say no.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they know we don't. They know. You got to think about it. They see how people act over new cell phones, man. Come on. They're like, oh, they fiending for this tech. They like this tech that we're giving them. They think this shit is everything. Oh, this is just a portion of what we got for y'all because we about to put y'all in this cage where you can't get out of because everything will be ran off a computer, even your money. You get what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. We got you. We're going to tie you all together. We got the self-driving cars coming. You ain't got to drive no more. Sit back there in the back seat with your dumb ass. Read your book, play on your phone. Do what we told you to do. We don't need you to do nothing. We got it from here. Come on, man. A dystopian ass world where you don't control anything. You can't even control the car that you're driving anymore. Stop.
Ultramac said they always give us the terms and agreements before we do anything. And that's the other thing. They put this shit, they got to tell you. They got to tell you. And they put it in legalese and they put it in these terms and conditions. And they know nobody reads that shit. You buy a new device, you buy a new program,
Man.
You sign up for something, they got a checkbox. I agree to the terms and conditions. Check. Nobody reads that shit.
But I got one for you right here. A dude signed up for Disney Plus, on his fucking phone
Yep, yep,
for
yep.
the children to watch movies. Check this shit out. His wife and him go to Disney World and she dies. Do you know he cannot sue them?
I heard
Because
about
in
that.
his term and conditions, it said that once you agree to this, you can't sue us for anything, basically. What type of shit is that?
Yeah,
I'm
I heard
talking
about
about a
that.
subscription of a Disney show.
Yeah, she was
He
allergic to
be
something else.
diabolical.
Yeah, she died from an allergy.
Yeah, they gave her food, yeah. And she died from it, and he couldn't get nothing because of some a term and conditions that he signed from a TV show that his daughters watch. Man, get out of here. These people diabolical, man. And it would cost some people nothing to be able to pay for that stuff.
Bro.
But like
We
you
we
said, they'll give it to us and we won't read.
yeah. Yeah.
Some
No.
people read it and still
So we,
still sign up.
Right. So what's the solution?
what is that? Hold on. We about to take takeaways. We about to take takeaways. Matt Oxenbracken was like, they're gonna make you pay for your consciousness. Like, you put somebody body in a robot, you can pay with it later. Paying for consciousness is wild, bro. Paying for somebody's consciousness is crazy work. But that's where we headed. That's exactly where we headed.
On the
Like I said,
cloud,
bicentennial, man. You had to pay for that robot, and you got to pay for that shit as long as the robot lived. And when you can't afford it no more, guess where you going? Back to the store. You sold to somebody else.
yeah. That's why they putting it in the clouds. That's why everything is going in the clouds. But sooner or later you'll be able to pull down thoughts and memories from the clouds that's not even yours, that's somebody else's. Look into that, because they've been talking about that shit for a while too.
Mhm.
That's why everything is in the cloud. Once it's in the cloud, you no longer has control over it really. Somebody else controls it. That's why I don't put shit in there. I don't even really like to take pictures no more, even to put them on the phone or whatever the case may be.
Mhm. You give away
Yeah.
ownership. They have ownership.
Because
It's on their device.
See, because
My takeaway.
let's do takeaways in a second. So
What
I'm
you say,
gonna
Cole?
start with takeaways. I'm gonna start with takeaways. Don't do takeaways. I'm gonna start. But look, so I'm kind of torn in between that picture shit, right? Because our parents and our grandparents really didn't do the pictures, or they did the pictures, but they couldn't do them like we can do them. You know what I mean? So we may have a couple pictures of grandma and granddaddy, sparingly here and there, right? But
Mhm.
as for me, my kids and being a family, like I want to be able to say we got moments from beginning to end. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
like
But real quick,
from the beginning to the end, we got proof for what we have. We have memories, right? So my takeaway is always the same, bro. Unify and thrive, right?
Mhm.
Take personal responsibility. Don't forget them niggas killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King just for trying to encourage and proud of people, right? They don't want you to think for yourself. The niggas who back in the 60s and 1800s, they had no choice but to be smart and read. Nowadays, niggas can't read to save their life or won't read to save their life. And niggas just be dying just because of pure ignorance and pure lack of choice and pure lack of decision. And like, because it was saying pure, dumb, blind participation.
Mm.
I mean, take control of yourself, man. That's my takeaway. Because shit getting spooky.
Nah, yeah, the blind participation is a problem. We all do it. We sign the dotted line. We click the terms and conditions. We don't know, but at the same time, ignorance is not necessarily an excuse. It's not. Ignorance is not bliss. Just stay vigilant. Eat healthy. Eat right. Get your sleep. Get your money. All the things. Unify and thrive. And don't let. So this was kind of like a dark episode. We try not to. We talk about dark things, but we also try to talk about light things. Just do you and take care of yours and take care of yourself. And sometimes just leave the phone alone. Go outside, take a hike, fuck with nature, touch some grass, get some sunlight. I think we should all probably try to pry away from the cell phones every now and then. Like, if I don't know about y'all, but I literally carry it with me because it's like, you get calls, you get texts, whatever the case. Sometimes it's probably good to leave it home and just go somewhere and get away for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? Just to break away a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Don't be so dependent on it. And what Ultra Mega said, stop following the church and entertainers. Yes, obviously that's a huge one. But that's my takeaway. What you got here?
what I can say, People, please start taking pictures, getting them developed. Videos, you gotta find somewhere else to store them. There's a reason why these people are putting all your pictures, backing them up, and putting them here and putting them there. Because once they flip the switch, your pictures, videos, all that shit is gone. And it would never return. See, that's the biggest way for us to forget everything and to reset some shit. Because everything is going to be on the computer now. Even your signature. You don't even sign that no more. You do that on the computer. So when them people hit the switch, it's all gone. It won't be no memory, nothing. All the books are going on computers. There's a reason that they're doing it, people. So pay attention to what is going on. Limit your use on them cell phones. You know, at night when you sleep, put that motherfucker on airplane mode or turn it off. Don't even charge it in the room with you because it messes with your sleep. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what's going on, people. There's a lot of shit happening. And if you don't see what's going on and you don't want to pay attention to it, you just need to sit in the back seat and just watch this shit. Because you're going to be the one that loses out on what's going on because there's a shit show about to take place. Just make sure you prepare for it.
Shit show about to take place. How soon is this show happening? How much time we got?
Now.
How much time we got?
You got this year. You got this year. This whole year This whole year is a shit show. This whole year is a 2025, which is 9, is really a shit show year. You're gonna see it. Everything's being exposed completely. Ain't nowhere to hide no more. You hear what Trump say? He don't like the word Washington D.C. He changing it because District of Columbia sounds stupid. No, it ain't that. It's the fact that y'all got to get the land back to the people. So calling it the District of Columbia don't even sound right no more. Tell the people the truth. The land has to go back to the rightful owners. That's what it is.
Bars.
So people, please like, share,
Shout out
subscribe.
to everybody who tuned in, man. Reese, Tim, Shinru, goddamn Mackin, Shell. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all share the conversation with somebody else who think they want to hear it. If y'all got topic ideas, put them in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Put them in the chat. Let us know because we're gonna keep going. We can be consistent every Wednesday, 9 o'clock ish. You heard me? 9 o'clock ish. We can be in the building, rocking.
Definitely 9 o'clock ish. We've been consistent with the 9 o'clock ish though. You know what I'm saying? And Wednesdays.
Yeah.
We almost was about to be on here tomorrow night, so y'all caught us. We came on. You know, so we doing
I told you, no, we here. We taking this shit serious. We here.
Push through.
Word.
We push through with a little technical difficulty, but we still make it happen, y'all. So please like and subscribe, and share. Share. It helps the algorithm because they shadow banning us low key on Facebook. So make sure y'all share to whoever you can.
Yeah, give us the comments and all the things. And then buy the book. Buy the book by Elusive Perspective. There it is. It's available in all bookstores, New York Best Times. It's number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list. I appreciate y'all. We out. It's not really number 2. I'm lying. But maybe one day.